Hi, Brain. Can we come in?
Sure, guys. I can always use an audience.
What are you doing, Brain?
Well, now that things have changed, I need to be practical and train myself for a new career in comedy.
You're going to be a comedian?
Comedy seemed like something that wouldn't require great intelligence.
What do you mean things have changed?
Everything comes to an end.
Okay, all I need are some good jokes. If I can make the crowd laugh, maybe it won't matter that I don't know anything.
We've got to do something fast before he humiliates himself.
Okay, so, hi. Do I want to say my names and stuff? I'm Steven Crowder, and I'm going to do a video for you. I've been seeing a lot of impression videos. Hey everyone, this is Steven Crowder. Happy New Year. God bless. Here's to praying that it's a great one.
You're so smart.
Oh man, the media though, they have they like Obama, they like this guy. Is this thing working? Okay, thank you, sir.
If you really want to argue for abstinence, I can say from personal experience that it does build a bond of trust.
In my last 3 relationships, which each lasted between 2 to 5 years, we slept with each other almost immediately. I knew that I wanted to be with them,
Except that
why'd you kill them?
Except at the 5-year mark.
So what? At least I figured it out and I didn't get married and spend my life with somebody that I hate.
This horrific video, it is very difficult to watch. It's especially difficult to watch because in this footage, she is 8 months pregnant.
You were not taking a car. You refused to do life things. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves. No. But I love you more than life itself. It's not fair. It's not fair and it's disingenuous. Well, this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
No, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, you're sick.
Watch it.
Sick.
Watch it.
That's awful.
Watch it.
Then we need to talk about being real men. And that comes down to, when I'm done working, listening to her, making sure that her needs are met, that we're talking about spiritually, emotionally, making sure that they feel heard, that they feel safe. We've both gotten better at marriage and communication for sure. And I think a big part of it is really learning that people inherently are selfish.
My wife decided that she didn't want to be married anymore. And in the state of Texas, that is completely permitted.
Faith of Islam. If you're a woman, you have no power at all to divorce your husband. None at all, if he doesn't want to.
The only way out of this is a discipline. It's the only way out of it. We're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Good. Hillary, become someone who's day in and day out, worthy of a life, worthy.
They can abuse their wives. Women are not allowed to leave the home.
You are not taking the car. Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not
Are you committed enough to do those things?
You know what a woman never did? If she knew that her husband could leave for the winter and maybe not come back, and she couldn't sue him, take all his stuff, she didn't yell.
Okay, I love you.
She wouldn't nag.
I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem.
She wouldn't manipulate. The mother of my children, she wanted something else for her life. She simply wanted out, and the law says that that's how it works.
I've been reading this book lately called the Quran. Wait, did Muhammad beat his wife? Well, in all fairness, he does specify to only beat them lightly. And only if they're being disobedient. Besides, sometimes you gotta smack your boy.
Today we're joined by Stephanie Crowder because, hey, gender is a choice, right? And I guess
Steven has a lot going on.
When I become Stephanie Crowder, and I've been doing this for a long time, a lot of people don't know that. I've been doing this for a very long time. I see myself as a woman.
People don't do stuff like this if there's not a lot going on in their life.
The rumor mill's been circulating. I know a lot of you have been asking me questions, so I won't be discussing that.
Why is he doing this? This is not normal behavior.
The mechanism of repression.
This is going to be my latest unboxing.
What is it in the psyche that so puts these things out of sight that consciousness is completely unaware of them?
I have been living with a proverbial boot on my neck for going on years now.
I would love to be at a point in my life where I could have kids.
I don't really want to do this.
Things I've always had to work so much. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, it is hard in my wife, but it is a volunteer role. But my wife has kind of accepted that if I don't help him with lunch, he's not going to eat.
I loved a woman so much that I married her. But in today's legal system, my beliefs don't matter. My then wife decided that she didn't want to be married anymore. And in the state of Texas, that is completely permitted. When one party wants it, period. That's no one's fault but my own in that I picked wrong.
Right? My mom called me very upset. She said there's a video that says Steven Crowder's been humiliating you.
That's you, right? You do what you're told.
And I go, I thought it would be funny.
I was here. It's a joke.
I like to push the envelope.
We missed.
You made my mom cry, you son of a bitch.
Go.
Son of a bitch, my mother's 82.
You don't know who you're going to be sexually yet.
I don't know who I'm going to be what. Yeah, but people do often engage in acts they morally oppose because people generally aren't morally opposing these acts because they're easy. Usually it's because they're hard to cut out and are often destructive.
I don't know who's buying your act anymore. It's very obvious to me exactly what you are.
Just got a call from Steven. He says he can't breathe. He feels like he's drowning.
Erectile dysfunction.
Get him in the car and get him out.
Men struggle with pornography. Men always have. Celebrity.
Insulating yourself from the possibility of sin is a definite yes.
People who protest too much, you know they're about to be forced out of that closet. Larry Craig, Richard Curtis, and the list is endless.
There's 5 people. It's not really endless.
One former Louder with Crowder employee told Mediaite that during his time on the show, he received unsolicited sexually graphic texts that included photos of Crowder's genitalia.
So this is Crowder's dad who has witnessed all the fighting. And he just sits there.
Wouldn't it stand to reason that the victims of rape would generally be those who are most desirable sexually?
So for Crowder's dad to sit there and watch his son be this vindictive terror, that's not a good dad.
Like you don't carjack a 98 Oldsmobile. No. And this
is a bad
thinking about
man.
him fucking a prostitute as you
This
said.
guy fucks prostitutes, he fucks trans prostitutes, he's probably put a gun to his head in tears one time in his life.
The former employee alleged that Crowder habitually exposed himself to other male staffers. Steven never explained it. We never talked about it. It would just happen, and the more disgusted everyone seemed, the more pleasure he seemed to get from it.
The shadow. Aspects of one's personality that are hidden, repressed. Most people are too afraid to embrace the unacceptable parts of their self. To avoid this discomfort, you suppress your true self, and in its place, you construct a new person, molded in such a way as to appease those who you fear the most, allowing yourself to feel safer, if only for a moment. But a life of fantasy always ends in tragedy.
There is almost always an easy way out. Isn't it interesting how life always offers you an open door next to it? Almost invariably, an easier door. My wife decided that she didn't want to be married anymore. And in the state of Texas, that is completely permitted.
This is a broken man who is on some sort of a spiral. A crazy man doing these sorts of things obviously means that something is going on personally.
I was spanked, and you know what? I deserved it.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
How do you think this was going to end?
I've accepted the truth.
The truth. People will often do whatever they can to avoid it at all costs. We've been told that the truth will set you free. Guess what? Nope. Sometimes the truth comes with shackles. Sometimes the truth comes with punishment. Sometimes the truth sucks.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Hello?
Mama's boy. I bet you're gonna cry. Come on, Mama's boy. Let's see you cry. Come on. Squirt a few. Come on. Cry. Come on. Just a few. Come on. Squirt a few. My favorite daughter. I swear to God, you're my sweetest little girl.
Now, with all that being said, thank you, Pops Crowder. I may never get married again. What do you do with people like me?